Hey guys, and welcome back. It's Audacious Xtreme here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over some of the ways that you can be much more efficient with all of your resources in the game. Now, obviously, the game has tons of different resources that it throws at you, including energy, different arena tokens, silver, which I'm currently lacking tons of right now, and the more paid currency being gems. And you know, with all these different currencies and everything going on, how can we be more efficient with them and save them and basically spend them how we should and not waste anything. So in this video, I'm going to be kind of going over sort of a couple of ways that you can save your resources and use them accordingly to help you do that. So if this video helps you guys out and you're excited for this, please be sure to drop a like, as it really helps me out a bunch. So thank you guys so much, and let's get started. So my first tip for you guys is going to be saving your shards. Now, you don't want to just be pulling your shards, especially right now, because you can see the portal has nothing on it. It's just empty. You don't want to be pulling shards during this because there's no events going on. When you click it, there's nothing. There's times when you'll click on this and say for sacred shards there will be a 2x chance of getting a legendary champion. So that'll make it 12% instead of 6, and obviously we want that. We don't want to be pulling shards with a 6% chance for a legendary. That's not worth it. The odds are you're not going to get anything good. So you want to save them for either a 2x for legendary, or maybe a 10x when they have it for a 10x chance of a specific champion. So either you want to pull during that, or upcoming there's going to be a fusion for the new champion. We can take a look right here. Right here. Oh, no. Oh, it's not even on here yet. Kind of surprised. I figured they would have it. But for the upcoming fusion, there's going to be a champion chase event and a summon rush, I believe is what's called. And during those events, we're going to have to pull shards to get points in order to get the fragments for that champion. And to do so, obviously, we need shards. So once again, that's another reason you want to save them. You don't want to just be pulling them all the time. Even if you need champions, it's still just not worth it. Okay, so on to the next tip. Try and conserve your silver. Don't just be sitting there and upgrading pieces of gear with flat stats that aren't going to be useful to you. And when I say gear with flat stats, I'm talking mainly for the bottom row, except for speed, resistance, accuracy, stuff like that. You don't want to upgrade those at all because they're pretty much useless for you. Especially early on. I know you're going to get a lot of those pieces of gear, but just try and wait until you get pieces that are like percentage based, or on the gauntlets, like for example, let's see here. Of course, let's see, on ninja we have crit damage, or sometimes crit rate depending on how early you are in the game. But yeah, also don't immediately go and take a piece of gear up to level 16. That is not worth it. Like for example, let's see this piece right here. This piece. We'll take it to level 4 first, and we'll see how it rolls. Okay, so that rolled accuracy. Now say I really like accuracy. Alright, let's roll it again. Take it to level 8. Oh, it rolled resistance. Well, we don't really want this piece anymore. It's not worth it to us. Boop, that's it. On to the next piece, try something different. In doing so, it saves you a ton of silver, because if you're just taking everything to 16, even 12 right away, you could just be wasting silver because it's not going to roll the way you want it to. So just take note of that. On to the next tip is, when you're farming a dungeon, make sure that you're taking in a team with you that is going to be able to farm like in a reasonable amount of time, for one, because obviously you don't want to be taking forever, and two, a team that's going to be able to do it without dying. Now, for example, my team here for Dragon, they never die. It's 100% success with Arbiter in here and Syl. They never will ever fail, meaning I'm never going to waste 18 energy. Now, if you do that, obviously it might only be 18 here, 18 there, But when they do super raids, that's 36 if you lose one battle. That's huge. So it's just something to take note of. Try and make sure that you're having a 100% win rate, especially when you're going to be farming time after time after time. So the next tip is saving your mystery shards. This kind of goes back to what I said before with saving your shards. Try to save your mystery shards. As you can see, I really don't even have money even on my main account, and that is for what I'm about to say. Save them for those fusions. If you don't have a lot of ancients, voids, sacreds that are going to give you tons of points, guess what? You can pull a mystery shard for 1 point. May not be much, but it really will. It adds up. On my free-to-play account right now, I have over 800, and that's pretty big considering that's 800 direct points that I could use. Sure, it's not enough for the total event yet, but it's a good start. So save your mystery shards as much as possible. Buy them from the market whenever you can. Like, let's see. Just for the video's sake, I'll refresh. 2 mystery shards right there. I mean, yeah, it's not a ton, but that's 2 points. So, something to consider, and that's something that I also do. Alright, on to the next tip. Make sure you're using at least 1 clan boss key early in the morning. Now, believe it or not, this morning I ended up using 2 keys first thing on Nightmare. Unfortunately, Ultra Nightmare went force, and my team can't fight that yet. I'm still working on it. So I put 2 keys in a Nightmare this morning. Was able to get the final chest for that. And now you can see I already have 2 more keys. And in doing so, I'm able to fight Brutal now, and possibly Hard, and get even more chests for tomorrow, which is awesome. The more chests you're able to get, the more likely you are to get more shards, more gems, more potions, better gear, everything. So it's just something to consider. The next tip is try to use all of your arena tokens. Now, I've definitely fallen culprit to this, and I'll show you my Great Hall really quick for level 83. It's not really the best, but I'm starting to try and catch up right now, and lately I've been farming a heck of a lot of arena. But that is, try to use all of your arena tokens, okay? Now, as you saw there, I just did the free refresh, and now look at, should be able to beat this team pretty easily. It'll be pretty embarrassing if I can't. Alright, well, either way. Alright, well, let's scroll down and try and find somebody a little bit easier. Okay, we should be able to beat them for sure. But my point is, farm all of your arena tokens every single day, so that way you can get as much of those Great Hall upgrades as possible done, so that way it allows you to upgrade that Great Hall, so that way overall you're going to strengthen your account. That's going to be great overall to just make all your champions just a little bit stronger and just help you progress a little bit more. The next tip is save your gems for important things like your gem mine and your guardian ring. Now, depending on where you are in the game, you might be considering masteries, but it is cheaper, just so you know, to literally just go over to the shop, go to the gem shop, and buy energy refreshes if you are able to farm stage 15 of Minnow. It's cheaper to do that. I think it'll cost you around 600 gems versus the 800. So keep that in mind. But a lot of times you want to be spending your immediate gems on upgrading your gem mine, so that way every day you log in, you're going to be getting free gems. It helps you out a bunch, and it's just going to allow you to keep getting more and more gems, and that's how I'm able to have almost 6,000 here. And that just helps you out a bunch. The other thing is upgrading your guardian ring. This is going to help you passively level up a bunch of champions, and as you can see here, I've got 2 6-stars in here. These guys have been in here since level 30, and they're currently both level 53. So I think they've been in here for, I really couldn't tell you probably like a month, and I don't know, they're almost maxed out, so definitely worth it. And I'm considering upgrading them all, but I don't really know if it's worth it yet. So if I do that, I'll be sure to let you know. But definitely consider buying at least level 1. Now, the last tip I have for you guys is pay attention to the upcoming events, tournaments, and possibly fusions that are going to be coming up, as you're going to want to save as much of your resources as possible, meaning, your energy, your gems, maybe your silver, as well as definitely your shards and mystery shards like we talked about, for those events specifically, as then you'll be able to go in and complete them and maybe come in first place, and get that champion without having to stress. And that's going to be such a wonderful feeling, being able to do and not having to spend any money, that it's going to be so rewarding, I promise you. So if this video helped you guys out, please be sure to drop a like, maybe leave a comment, and definitely consider subscribing, because I'm going to be doing a ton more videos like this in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.